Good morning, girls, and welcome to Assembly. Now, we're not all meeting today on Zoom. I've pre-recorded something for you because I'm going around the building and I want to show you some of the changes that we've put in place ready for when you come back to school and for the children who are already at school. So, number one, you will see there are signs around the building now, and this first one you possibly can't see it, but I'm going to read it to you. The first change that we've made to keep you safe at school is that no adults that bring you to school, so none of your parents or grandparents, can go into the building. They can't go into the building to see Mrs. Pipe. They have to call her or email her instead. You'll see lots of new signs around the building. One of the signs that we've got in many places is this one. It says keep 2 meters apart. Now, it's really hard to do that, but we do remind you to keep 2 meters apart in the dining hall when you're queuing up, when you're waiting in the playground. So 2 meters is quite a big distance, bigger than this, and you have to stay that far away from people at all times. That you'll notice when you come into the building is we've got lots more of the antibacterial soap dispensers. Every time you come in, you take a little bit of the gel and you rub it into your hands as you walk along. You keep going so that you can maintain the 2 meter distance between the people behind you and the people in front of you. Now, if you look on the floor here, we've got another new sign. This says, please stand here. Because 2 people are allowed in the office at one time, no more. So if I want to talk to Mrs. Pipe, I stand my feet on the sign and I have a look how many people are in the office. Now, there are already 2 people in there, so I'm not going in there at the moment. I'm going to wait until one person comes out. And we'll ask you to do that too when you come back to school. The rooms in the building have now got signs on them. Some of them are green and they say room available to use. You can go in and out of those rooms at all times. But some of our rooms now have red signs on them and they say, please do not enter. You mustn't go into these rooms. If you accidentally go into the room, you have to tell a teacher, and that means that we will tell the cleaning team to deep clean the room afterwards. To keep you even safer, in the classrooms, you'll notice when you come back, even the little children have labelled equipment. So children have got a bag for Play-Doh so that we're not sharing, and it has their name on it with their bit of Play-Doh and their equipment for the week. When they finish playing with it, we throw the Play-Doh away and the equipment goes through the dishwasher. Similarly, not just in kindergarten, but the older children have a labelled pot with their own scissors, their own glue and their own pencils. At the end of the day, we antibacterial wipe these and nobody else can use them. So to reduce the spread of germs from the water fountains, we've asked everybody to bring their own clearly labelled water bottle to school. It's also better for the environment because we've talked about that in assembly. We have some disposable cups. If you forget your water bottle, don't panic, but try to remember it every day. Nobody else can touch your water bottle, only you. If you're wondering what social distancing looks like in the classrooms, this is the Year 1 room and you can see that every child has their own desk. There's a tray on the desk and that's where you keep your books, your water when you bring it to school, your snack pot and a little Ziploc bag that has your pencils and your glue and your scissors in it. Nobody else can touch those things during the day, they're just for you. Then they go under your desk at night and the cleaning team come in and they disinfect all of the desks. To make it feel like you've got a table group, we'll probably make the classrooms an L shape like we have done in here. So you can see that it doesn't look too much different. It's not scary. It just means that there's nearly 2 meters between each child in the class. We know that coronavirus prefers indoors rather than the outdoors. So we have had this put in the playground so that we can sometimes, if it's really nice weather, teach you outside. And last week we used it lots. We had story time out here, year one had maths out here, and we can bring tables and chairs out so that you can sit down and have your lessons outside in the fresh air. If you're inside, we try and have the windows open. You'll also notice in the background, Mr. Gregory has been cleaning. Now he often does cleaning and wiping up for us, but at the moment he and the other maintenance team have been cleaning the building several times a day, wherever you might have touched, and that's all designed to keep you safer. This looks like one of your PE lessons because sometimes Miss Barrett uses the circles on the floor to help you with games and positioning. But these have just been used for a music lesson. So sometimes your teachers will put the discs on the floor for a lesson in the hall, and you will be told to go to the green dot or the blue dot or the orange dot, and that will help you stay 2 meters apart. That keeps a distance and it keeps you a little bit safer. Come to the lunch hall, you'll have to queue up outside with a distance of 2 meters between each of you, and then you start to come into the hall, you follow the arrows. First of all, you stand on this arrow, and as the children go forward to the hatch, you can move forward too, each time waiting on an arrow. When you get to this arrow, you use the antibacterial gel, you rub it into your hands, and you wait to walk along. You will notice that the toilets have a hatched area. They've got hazard tape. That means if you're waiting for the toilet at lunchtime, you stand outside the taped area. You keep following along. Simone will help you by reminding you. When it's your turn for lunch, the menu's here, and Simone will help you. She will call out and tell you what there is for lunch. You mustn't go in the hatched area, so you walk alongside it, asking politely for your lunch, and then when you get to the end, you can step into this bit, collect your lunch, and then you go to your space and sit down. There's a one-way system in the hall, so you're encouraged to go all the way around to your seat, and when you've finished, you use the bins like we usually do. The children who are in school have been put in groups called bubbles, and if you've followed any of the news about children going back to school, you'll know that all schools are calling groups of children bubbles. They're encouraged to stay together for lunchtime, for playtime, and to play with each other rather than with the other groups of children. And as other children start to come back to school, they will also be put in a bubble of children to play with. Now, I've shown you lots of different changes that we've made. Most of them are really easy, simple changes, nothing to be frightened about. And your task this week from me is to make a poster or to write down all of the different changes that we have made in school to keep you safer. And if you're really eagle-eyed, you'll notice that there is another change, nothing to do with coronavirus or social distancing, that's happened in school, and there'll be bonus house points for the person that can spot that big change that's happened. And I will see you next week for a live Zoom assembly rather than a video. See you soon, girls. Bye.